Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, where it is Tuesday the 22nd of October, Gemma, October, 2024, and the sun, we're entering Scorpio season. Now initially I thought, I tell you what, to be fair actually, it says we're entering Scorpio season at 23:15, so that is tonight. So I'm going to as good as call it tomorrow, because I'm not using Scorpio type cards. I'm using the lovely Autumn Field Tarot Toilet from the lovely Rachel, okay, which inspired not just some amazing, I love these cards actually, they're real classic, but also a lot of you told me your outhouse stories, and I told you my outhouse story. And I feel, especially here in the UK, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but if you can share outhouse stories, it brings you closer together. It does. That's a very UK thing, but I think it's actually all over the place, because I've seen it, you know, on telly and stuff, like especially in when women are in toilets, the way you talk to each other and you tell each other things, don't you, or you overhear things. I remember, it was quite a few years ago now, we were playing tennis. I don't know if I've told you this before. We were playing tennis and we were at quite a rural tennis club. And I was a member of this really quite sort of posh club that had a lot of rich people in it, of which I was not one, but, you know, touch the hem of the garment, you never know. So, but they were nice people and I got along with them well, but they did take a lot of foreign holidays. The ladies that I played with, they all were beautifully bronzed, and they did have really gorgeous tennis gear as well. Not me, could I say. Mine was from Tony Price Sports Shop, which is now shut, but they used to get stuff when they were in America and bring it back. And anyway, we were doing whatever we were doing in the toilets, and the 2 toilet cubicles were taken, and the two of the women we were playing were talking about us. It was so bad. This is true empath, isn't it? You feel embarrassed for them, even though they're saying bad things about you, and they were like, oh God, we're playing them again. Yes. No doubt have impeccably bronzed legs or something like that, and it was going on, and it was that awful thing where they sort of knew, if you know what I mean. You could tell they cocked on, and we were still there when they came out of the toilets, and I tried to make them feel better, but obviously they felt really embarrassed. And actually what they were saying was kind of true. I know, it was kind of true. Our lot were posh. They were posh. It's the kind of thing where there used to be like a tennis tournament in February, and I always used to win it because I was the only one who hadn't gone skiing. Like, everyone's skiing, count me in. Anyway, let's have it. Let's be having you. As Delia Smith once said about Norwich City. Anyone who gets that, when you know, you know. Oh my God. Oh God, okay. A lot of reversals knocking around at the moment, isn't there? But I suppose I'm not massively surprised about that. I'm just going to check. See, I say that, and then of course there aren't loads of reversals. We're just getting them. Okay. We will be stoic in the face of Scorpio season. Some of them are good to be getting in reverse, I'll be honest. So far they're all in reverse. Every single one. That's shadow season for you, being dragged through a hedge backwards. Oh, thank God. That 3 of Cups is sustaining us. It sustained us yesterday, and it comes to our rescue again today. So we start off with the 3 of Cups. There's power in connection, okay? Even if it's connection with people you hardly know or don't even like, maybe. But there's power in numbers. There's power in connection. And sometimes the people you like the least have the most to teach you, which is really annoying. Let's take this one. Yeah, look. We've got Justice in the upside down, okay? Justice in the upside down. When you get Justice in the reverse, it's a sign that things aren't fair. I mean, let's just call it what it is, you know? It's a sign that things aren't fair. This is not the season of fair. It's not Libra season, you know? It's not the season of fair. It's the season very much of, and we've been looking at shadow work recently. It's the season of why wasn't it fair? And what was it really like? And can I shine a light on this? What did I feel about that at the time? How do I feel about it now? And it's not about recreating it and making it equal. You know, it wasn't. It wasn't like that at the time. And so we're not in a great balancing season in particular. We're not trying to make amends. We're not trying to make things better. We're just having a look at something and seeing how we feel and processing around that. Okay, this is Scorpio season. And don't we know it? Oh gosh, look at that, honestly. Look at that bad boy. Look at that row of in reverse cards. And honestly, this deck, I'm going to double check it. No, this deck is not all in reverse. Not at all. Okay, them's the cards. Queen of Wands in reverse is competition of some kind. Sometimes we're in competition with ourselves, which is always interesting. And some Scorpio people can do this because Scorpios are very disciplined. They want to get things done. So a Scorpio will sometimes almost be their own taskmaster, and sometimes to their own detriment if they overwork. So just bear in mind, it may not be outside competition, although for some of you it is. It's competition nevertheless, okay? And it can be healthy. So make sure you're on the right side of it, okay? Then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeehaw! Woohoo! You want the Five of Cups to be in reverse because the Five of Cups is a card of sorrow. It's a card of regret. It's a card of looking at something and feeling the disappointment of it. You know, what you had to leave behind, what you have to let go of. You're ready to do that now with the Five of Cups in reverse. It's a very powerful card when it goes into reverse. It's not necessarily easy, and it certainly won't be fair, okay? But we know that now. We're good, and we can chat on the phone about it or connect. Be a very good time to connect with other people in your situation. People who are your kin, you know, that are going to understand the peculiarities of where you're coming from. Okay, so this could be people you already know, or it could be that you're just looking at forums and communities around people who match your experience. And then here we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is a bit of an outpouring when you get this. The Four of Pentacles is about keeping everything tight. And I sometimes call this the emotional constipation card. Yes. So when you get it in the upside down, everything can let go. It's a freedom. It's flow, actually. Hope you're not eating when you're having this reading. It's release. There's nothing else I can say that's not going to sound disgusting, so I'm going to stop talking about that card, but you get my drift. 10 of Wands, which has been coming up right, left and centre in all the readings, love readings, shadow readings, star sign readings. It's been coming up, hasn't it? The 10 of Wands. It's been out there. This is about... This isn't happening right now. This has happened before. You let go of this burden a long time ago. You just didn't know that you did. And now you get to start to feel it. And you may have mixed feelings about it because although you were carrying too much, the burden was an anchor. So it did help to keep you anchored. You knew where you were when you were in that kind of energy. Okay, it's just the way we are as humans. It becomes too painful to stay the same, but we'll give it our best shot at staying the same if we can, you know, because that's what we're like. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. You may, in this Scorpio season, turn everything on its head. Okay, everything that you thought you were thinking or that you thought it was, you can turn it on its head. The advice that you were given by some people was not the right advice. And you get that. And again, you can connect with other people, not for advice, but just so that you can feel that you have a hand to hold along the way. Okay, so it's an awakening, a rude awakening in some cases. It's not fair, it's not rebalancing, it's becoming hyper aware of what's going on and then allowing others to help you through the process. Leave me a comment and I'll see you soon. Namaste.